Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Elm Creek. Demolish that one, then I put the gate in, like this. Just get that roughly lined up where I want it, there. And then I go back to the fence over here and join that in. And yeah, it's not entirely straight, but it's not so bad. So I got a little bit of fence around there, which is sort of making it look a little bit better. And then I also wanted to have something kind of separating out this bit here as well. So, but no, I don't think we need that. This lights. Yeah, we definitely want some lights, don't we? So we're gonna. Is that the kind of light that we want? Very utilitarian light. I think that would be more what we would be after, isn't it? So we want one here. We'll put one here. Put one over this side. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. One next to the sign. And one there. And then round the back here, we'll also put in a few of these around the back of the delivery area. Because we don't want to make like a dark area that would sort of encourage criminal activity. That's not something that we want to do. So everything seems to be reasonably well lit here now, I think. And then we can have these small light bollards as well. Like that. There. Okay. So there's our shop. There's our supermarket. Hopefully we'll actually be able to get in there and sell stuff. I'm still not entirely sure that we will. There's the last couple of little details I think that we want to do. And we want to go into the painting right here. And kind of thinking that we want to just put in some little bits of grass in on this side. Like that. So it doesn't have to be too much. But kind of like near the fence. So that I'm getting rid of some of this extra grass that is like sticking out in places. That's the main thing I want to do. It's the bits that is kind of like sticking out and growing into the concrete itself. Which I don't really like. And that's all I'm trying to do here is just get rid of some of that. Right down there as well. Actually, that's probably okay. Right, that looks a lot better. And then also here we got like these bits growing into this concrete here. Get rid of that because that would kind of be a bit more dead ground. Depending on how busy the supermarket is, of course. Okay, I'm quite pleased with that. Let's leave it at that. No, there's one more thing that I want to do. Yeah, you're just sat there like a lemon waiting for me to help you out. I'm going to do that in a minute, because there's one more thing that I actually need to do in construction, which I forgot to do. So, sorry, again, we're going to have to go back over to our supermarket. Have I gone the right way? I don't even know where I am now. I'll be around here somewhere. I say around here somewhere. I'd gone completely in the wrong direction, so I need to go all the way back to the right direction now, which is over here. There was one other thing that I was supposed to do that I didn't do, and I meant to do it before we started, or before we got too sort of carried away. That actually fits really well, doesn't it? I mean, yeah, there's a little bit more detail here than there is around some of the other bits, but generally, I'm pleased with it. Generally, I am quite pleased with it. So I want this one right here, the smoothing function, and I want to just smooth out some of the area around the supermarket a bit. I don't want to do it too much, I just want to make sure that we can drive in and out without difficulty. So let's bring you in around back here. And also get to the unload point without difficulty as well. So I'm just kind of like smooth that out a bit there. How much smoothing we'll be doing in here. I don't even know if it's going to let me. It's letting me do it in some of it, but not in all of it. But anyway, that's better, I think. Let's go and deal with this one. I need to just plant this little bit down through here, and then I can do one run up the side of the field, and this planting is all finished. We've got to roll all of the fields, and we need to do that before the end of April. So we've got the rest of today, and then we'll have tomorrow as well. And then once we've done that, that's it then. There is nothing else that we need to do. We've turned weeds off, because I don't want to be dealing with weeds anymore. And the fertilizer, everything is already fertilized, so we don't need to worry about that. So run you down here. How is our honey production doing? How much honey have we got? We got 2,000, which is 5 more pallets stored in there. It'll take up to like 30,000 liters in there. It might go as high as 35,000. It's a lot anyway. We can have a lot of honey in there, which is brilliant. It does make life very easy for us. We've got 2 little bits. Yeah, there's just one. We need to do a pass along the top end here. Probably would have been faster to do that to start with. Right, get to right there. And then I can turn it round. So this field here won't need us to do anything to it at all until the end of until harvest. Because it's soybeans, harvest is quite late for this one. We've got our combine still sat over at the shop. We'll be bringing that one back. The first field that we'll be harvesting is the wheat field, which is only just up the road from the shop anyway. So the combine can stay where it is for a minute. And I can do that bit. And then fold it up, because that's all done. Okay. I go up there, like that. Zoom in a bit. Growth. Soil composition. Needs rolling. So, those 3 there, we need to roll them out. And then that will be everything finished. Let me move this one. I might actually use this tractor to go and get the roll, because we've got a smaller roller here, but I said I wanted to try out the really big roller. There is a really big roller that we can go and get. We'll keep the smaller roller, because we're going to want that for our smaller fields. The big roller is going to be a bit much for some of these fields here. But the really big one, I think that is going to do very nicely for the large fields that we've got out the back. So let's wing you in around here. Wondering if we're going to be able to pay back our 10 million loan at any point. Like, are we going to make enough through doing everything that we're doing to be able to pay this back? Have I got beacons on? I do. Let's turn those off. I must have had them on the whole time. Right, you sit in there, and then this tractor can come up here. I'm going to just do that a second, and then I will go to here. We will go in that one. Set destination. There, like that. Right. You head off to the shop. While he's heading off to the shop, we can have a look at the rollers. It's this one right in here. And it's that one there, the Mega Roll. The Dalbo Mega Roll's 140,000. This is the bad boy that I want. It is 24.3 meters wide. It requires 350 horsepower to pull it. That is a beast. Look at that thing. This is going to be brilliant. Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, Michelin. Let's go with that. Should we go for a license plate? Let's not worry about it. And $140,500. Why 500? Seriously, why tag on the 500? What possible difference is that going to make to anything anywhere tagging on the additional 500? I don't understand that. I'm sure it's not going to make any difference to anyone anywhere. But there we have it. You up there. Alright, you can stop there a second. I just want to go and check on... Yeah, you're fine. You have planted everything down this end. And I'm pretty sure he's also planted everything up the other end as well. Which means that we can start folding it up as we go. So I want to get this one out of the way. It's going to be good to get this field all planted the way that I'm... planted, all ploughed up. After this harvest... plough it all into one, because I was thinking originally that maybe we wouldn't do that and we would run it as 3 separate fields, but nope, I think this is one big field. The machinery that we've got here, it really doesn't take very long to get through it all, so we've definitely got the necessary machinery to do this. I think it's going to work out quite nicely, and there's more and more mods coming in, very large scale stuff as well, so we've got that option if we want it to really go sort of push the much larger scale items. Still got that pallet of honey sat. I'm going to have to do something about that eventually. Eventually I will. Right at the end of the series, you watch. I'll forget all about it until then. So this one, I'm going to bring it up to there like that. And can I fit it in the shed next to that Amazon? This is going to be a challenge. Can I successfully negotiate this or not? Apparently not. Looks like I'm about to hit it. Oh, no. Genuinely didn't expect that. I mean, it doesn't actually fit all the way into the shed, but... yeah, I'm fine with that. Right. You know, I know it said that you were blocked by an object. I didn't actually expect you to start trying to push the combine across the yard. There's no need for that kind of behavior. AI worker C was stopped manually. Right, now it's hoofing it down with rain, so I think that we're just going to speed things up a bit until it stops hoofing it down with rain. And it's starting to get a bit later now, so... oh, he's got his beacons on because we used the hired help. That's why. The hired help put the beacons on to run along the road, and then because I took over before it got to its setup... I didn't take over on the other one. Did I? I'm confused now. I think I actually want to go in here. Yes, I do. This is the fields that we want to roll in here. Now, can this tractor actually do this? We'll find out in the morning. Let's get a little bit of shut-eye. So just shift Z right there. We can sleep anywhere. Love this sleep anywhere mod. It does make life so much easier. And we get these rollers unrolled. And... then we can start herring up and down across the field, seeing what they're like. So let's jump into you again, and we will put the timescale back down to 5. And let's start unfolding this one. Okay. So far, I'm impressed. 24 meters wide, this thing is apparently. It comes down like that. Ah, and then it unfolds while it's on the ground. This thing's a beast! Does it? It doesn't raise and lower. Once it's unfolded, that's it. It's unfolded, it stays. There's no other options for it. And I kind of like the fact that you get this much of a texture change. I don't like the way that these rollers are so far off the ground, especially the one behind those wheels there. That is a long way off the ground. It might be because of my tractor being a little bit underpowered, so it's a bit low on the hitch right there. I missed a tiny bit on the corner of the field. So this tractor may not necessarily be the most suitable one for it. What is the horsepower of this tractor, by the way? That's something that we could have a look at in a minute. Here. What are we driving right now? We've got the 8R right there. We own one. I would have taken the most powerful engine. 458. Okay, so we should have no... It shouldn't be any problem. But it seems to be sitting it low, so that back roller there seems to be running a bit off the ground. Which is a bit peculiar. Because the wheels on the front there are still They're still there. Which seems odd. And this one doesn't raise or lower either. There's no option for raising and lowering this one. I don't know if it's got fold. It doesn't have anything else. All I can do is fold this one. So it's going to be interesting to see what the hired help is going to do. Actually, let's do that a minute. We can very, very easily find out what the hired help is going to be like. I can set the hired help going up across here. So I just line the tractor up and then press H. So he's going to head on down across here. This is an absolutely ridiculously huge roller. He travels up through. It's a steady pace, it's 7 miles an hour, but there's nothing wrong with that. Once we finish doing this little field here, we can set it going up and down the bigger fields over there, and it should just mind its own business as it carries on. But it's this bit up here. What's it going to do? Is it just going to stay on the ground, or is it going to try and fold it up, or what? The hired help can do some very strange things sometimes. Actually, I suspect what it's really going to do is it's just going to get there and it's going to go, nah, there's no field left here, mate. I'm done for the day. No, it's not going to do that. It's also... Right, so it doesn't do anything. The hired help just sort of works as normal hired help. It's going to come all the way up this way. I do like the way that it's recognized that there is still some work to do and has decided that it's going to do it rather than just give up and go home. Because that is always a little bit of a complaint of mine. The hired help has never been all that keen on carrying on with its work. If you turn round now and tell me there's no field, I am going to be annoyed with you. Nope, he's not doing that. He's actually doing what he's supposed to do. Okay, so a nice, clean, smooth turnaround right there. Doing exactly what we wanted it to do. It'll come on down here. It could very well get confused with the field boundaries down this end. It does it with the sprayer, so there's no reason to think that it won't do it with this one, because it will end up crossing over into the other field. So in order to avoid that problem anyway, I'm just going to spin it right round here. Spin me right round. Like that. And it does actually miss the bit at the back as well. I like that. I like that it does that. Yes, the roller isn't rolling most of the time by the look of it as we go across the field. But when you turn tight, it does actually miss the little bit at the back. Which is... more, that's real. I like that. I really appreciate that bit. It's those little touches, I think, that kind of make this. What I don't like is that in order to be able to move anywhere, I've got to fold the whole thing. If I want to go faster than 7 miles an hour, I've got to fold it all up. Which is going to slow things down a bit here, isn't it? What we'll do then is we will drive from here. We will just carry on along this edge of the field, because then it will take the top end of the field over this side. And we need to do that anyway. We haven't got any choice on that, because that's one bit that we'll have to do manually. And when we've made this into a bigger field, we're still going to have to do that manually. We're going to have to just sort of run all the way down that top edge of the field. And then it's the same down there next to the railway. We've got to do something down there as well. So we can go over to this bit. We can press H and have the hired help us out to do a straight run down there if we want to. Or we could do it ourselves manually. I'm going to have the hired help do it. And see if I can have a little look around the roller as he goes. I like this one. But as I said, the smaller fields, this one would probably be a bit cumbersome. And I like the fact that the other one, you can pick it up. If you want to move round somewhere a bit quicker, then you've got that option at least. Right there. We do need to shunt a bit in order to make sure that we get everything. So turning sharp with this one is not the best idea. But you look at the way that the back roller is set up, this one's really not designed for turning sharp, is it? So if I just press H on there, then I can zoom in like this. It's a problem when you've got a really wide machine like that. It's difficult to get it all in shot. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. Sometimes we've got to kind of go like that. The mega roll 2430. That's a beast of a machine, isn't it? I love it. Okay, I'm really impressed with that one. I like that one a lot. We've got a great big grass field over there, and it's May next month, which means that we could actually go and start doing some mowing and stuff in there, which, yes, it will be my next recording that I go and do that, so there could be a whole load of new mods to look at as well before we get started on doing the mowing in there. But I'm kind of thinking a Krone self-propelled mower will start things off, because that one will drop everything down in one big swath, which will make life a lot easier for us. And then once we've done that bit, let's just reverse you all the way over to here like this. And so that the mower can just, like, we can do a bit around the edges and just start it off, and then once we've done the bits around the edges, then we can go and get our Vicon fast bale baler that will do baling and wrapping all at the same time, so that we can just try out the colourful wrapping. I'm kind of curious what it's going to be like having that colourful wrap all over that field. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take us to do that, so we may not end up doing all of it. If it's going to take too long, then I might abandon it halfway through. But that's the joy of this series. It doesn't matter. We can do what we like. This one is to play around. It's not serious money-making business. Let's bring you up to the end over here. And then this serious money-making business, we can just leave the hired help to deal with the rest of it. So I'll bring you around like that. Okay, that drifted sideways as we went round the corner there. What kind of pressures must this be on? Must this be under in order for a roller of this size to drift sideways? That is quite impressive. That is quite a feat, I feel. Anyway, that's going to carry on and do its work. So what I want to do now is I want to see how our honey is getting on. It's the end of April now. We've got 3,900 honey in there. Probably going to want to put some water into these greenhouses soon. You have got... No, you're not using a lot of water. Like, they're not using it very quickly, are they? Greenhouse, greenhouse, greenhouse in here. And... so the top one with the strawberries. I got 18,000 litres of strawberries stored, which is 30-odd pallets. There's no lettuce stored. Water and water in there, and there's no tomato stored either. Right, and then this one here, we got the 4,000 litres there. Right. Next job, I think, is to actually load up those strawberries and sell them. April now, the prices are not going to be quite so good, but we got our supermarket, so we can go and take our first ever delivery over to the supermarket, and that's that one there, supermarket there. Now... Red Marble Bowling Restaurant gives us a better price for strawberries than anything else. 753 on the supermarket. Where are we? We're in April now. So prices are starting to... yeah, I mean, they're not completely at the lowest. 753. That's not a bad price, actually. It's kind of like halfway... It's roughly in the middle. That's not all bad, that. And this one here, again, roughly in the middle. Supermarket 29. Yeah, that's again. So they all seem to be roughly in the middle there. I think that's quite good. While our employee is busy rolling out those fields over there, I am over at the shop just looking at some new mods that have turned up. So we've got the weekly roundup of mods. There's tractors that isn't actually what I'm looking for. A lot of it is more variations of things that we've already got, so I'm not going to worry too much about those, but it's that one right there is the one that I particularly want to get. I also really want to try this one. I haven't actually done this one yet. We haven't tried it at all yet. What is it even? Hydro trike. Tractors are required. Is it just for transporting it, or can you actually do something with it? Design standard, launch edition. Okay. Wheel, just standard wheels. Doesn't have a spreading width, does it? 12, 20 cubic meters. Okay, so it doesn't have a spreading width. I'm confused. Combinations. That's what we're going to look at. You go for that. Oh, you put those on the back. Okay, right. Anyway, so ignore that bit. It's this bit right here that I want to go. So we've got engine, e-scooter's tuned, or e-scooter. So that one there is 20 horsepower, 15 kilowatts, does 18 miles an hour. This one is a little bit more. It still does 18 miles. So we'll go for the slightly more powerful one. We don't need a GPS. Colors. Yeah, nothing particularly fancy. Let's just go with the standard black one right there, and we're gonna buy that. Okay, so it's a little scooter. That's all there is. There isn't any other mods here. I thought I had more than that. Oh, that was brilliant! Did you see that? That was absolutely fantastic. Okay, we need to start this one up. This is absolutely brilliant. Look at this. Oh, yes! I have got incredible balance. Seriously. Oh, this thing. Oh, this is the best one yet. This is absolutely the best one yet. Oh, this is absolutely fantastic. Look at me go. Oops. Yeah. I didn't mean to do that. AI worker B has completed his task. Let's go and see. Ooh, wait. We need to test this out, don't we? Right. So I'm on the scooter right here. Let's just turn it around a little bit so that... There, we've got the shadow behind me. I kind of wanted to have it so that the sun is on me, and then we can see it in all its glory there. That does look very cool. Does he look in the direction he's traveling? He does! Look at that! He looks in the direction of travel. Sort of. A little bit. I don't know. I'm just looking at him there with his dead eyes. That thing is absolutely brilliant. I love it. Right, so we want to go... Let me just stop there a minute. And I want to go into here. And then I want to go to this one. And I've got the e-scooter tuned right there. Set destination. We're just going to put it down through here in the middle of the field. And he's off. Oh, that's brilliant. Look at him go. Oh, this thing is fantastic. This is absolutely fun. Where are you going? Come on, we're going to do some off-roading now. He's going to go in. Where's he going to off-road to? Is he going to come? He's going to go down the road and then he'll turn in. He's going to get started. I want to see him do the off-roading. I want to see what this is going to be like. This dude looks cool. Look at that. Look at the shoe. This dude is a farm manager. He's not someone that actually goes out in the fields very often. Not quite sure. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.